An essay on side hustles.
In the current age, marked as it is by economic instability, digital proliferation, and an ever-widening gap between aspiration and income, the phenomenon of the side hustle has embedded itself deeply in the fabric of modern life. Speaking as one who has observed this cultural shift with both curiosity and caution, I find the subject to be deserving of sincere and dispassionate scrutiny. While some hail the side hustle as a laudable expression of industriousness and autonomy, I would argue that it is equally an indicator of systemic shortcomings that merit examination. To begin with, one must acknowledge why so many individuals now feel compelled to take on a secondary form of employment. The devil is in the details, and those details often involve stagnant wages, soaring costs of living, and an increasing pressure to keep up with the Joneses. In a world where full-time employment no longer guarantees financial security, many find themselves between a rock and a hard place. The side hustle, then, emerges not always from entrepreneurial ambition, but from necessity, a means to an end rather than a pursuit of passion. On the surface, the benefits are not negligible. A side hustle may offer additional income, which can be a lifeline in times of need. It can also serve as a creative outlet, enabling individuals to explore interests that their main occupation does not accommodate. In some instances, side hustles have evolved into full-time vocations, granting people a greater sense of autonomy and purpose. In that sense, I cannot deny that, for the right individual, a side hustle can be the wind in one's sails. However, as with most things that glitter, not all that is appealing is inherently good. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And I would posit that the culture surrounding side hustles often glorifies overwork to a disturbing extent. The human spirit, contrary to capitalist mythology, is not inexhaustible. Working beyond the standard 40-hour week, even in pursuit of one's own goals, can lead to burnout, disconnection, and a life devoid of leisure, something that has been long considered essential to philosophical reflection and human flourishing. Moreover, I have observed how side hustles are frequently romanticized in popular discourse. The phrase, "be your own boss," is brandished like a badge of honor, yet few mention the instability, lack of benefits, and irregular income that often accompany such ventures. In attempting to turn every passion into a profit-making machine, we risk commodifying not only our time, but also our identities. Another concern lies in the message society sends, that productivity is the only yardstick by which we measure worth. If individuals are praised solely for how many hours they put in, regardless of whether those hours are spent meaningfully, we are, in effect, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. We ignore the value of contemplation, rest, and relationships, which, in my view, constitute the richer elements of a life well lived. That said, I do not intend to throw cold water on those who find joy and fulfillment in their side ventures. In moderation, and with the right motives, they can indeed enhance one's experience of life. But moderation is key. Too much of a good thing can become a curse, and one must be vigilant not to lose sight of why one began in the first place. In conclusion, side hustles are a double-edged sword. They may empower, but they may also exhaust. They may liberate, yet they may just as easily entrap.
As with many things in life, wisdom lies not in blind adoption nor outright rejection, but in thoughtful discernment. I would urge all who contemplate embarking upon such a path to look before they leap, and to ensure that their side hustle serves them and not the other way around.
Thank you for listening to English Audio Lounge. We hope you have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more audio stories and video classes to improve your English.